This is Appalling News. I'm Paul Chatto. Cybercrime is a plague that most of us know very little about because most of us can't even operate our TV remotes. For your paranoia, we present an overview of criminality and incompetence. Canada's Auditor General has found our cybercrime response critically deficient. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, the Communications Security Establishment, CSE, and the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, CRTC, have been called onto the carpet. The CSE mismanaged nearly half of the 10,850 reports it received by not redirecting them appropriately. The RCMP struggled with tracking and staffing issues, with nearly a third of its cybercrime unit positions vacant as of January 2024. Only 5 to 10% of cyber crimes are reported, highlighting severe underreporting issues. The RCMP's National Cybercrime Coordination Center often failed to relay critical information to domestic agencies. So, not much coordination and not much of a center. The CRTC, responsible for addressing online scams, faced criticism for not forwarding serious cases, including child exploitation reports, to law enforcement. Do you notice that we never hear reports like this from the global hackers? Anonymous announced that hacking decreased due to not being able to fill key denial-of-services attack positions. Cozy Bear was underperforming, according to the Russian government. Honker Union, associated with the Chinese government, announced that the entire Canadian government infrastructure had been hacked, so layoffs are looming. Hackers broke into a cloud platform used by AT&T and accessed the phone records of nearly all of its cellular customers. AT&T said the stolen data contains phone numbers of both cellular and landline customers, as well as AT&T records of calls and text messages across a 6-month period. The most recent compromise of customer records were stolen from the cloud data giant Snowflake during a recent spate of data thefts targeting Snowflake's customers. That included QuoteWizard and Ticketmaster. We suspect that the hackers wanted to get Taylor Swift tickets for free. Under the category of the blind leading the utterly incompetent, the UK's Information Commission's Office, ICO, and the Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada, OPC, announced on Monday a joint investigation into the 23andMe data breach from last year. 23andMe experienced a significant security incident impacting the genetic and ancestry data of 6.9 million users. The company disclosed that hackers infiltrated approximately 14,000 accounts using a technique called password spraying, and then scraped data from millions more due to an opt-in feature called DNA Relatives. We think you can use this as a good excuse to not go to family weddings, claiming you're afraid they are hacked clones. Microsoft released its Tuesday patch addressing 49 vulnerabilities, including a critical issue in Microsoft message queuing, MSMQ technology. The flaw, identified as CVE-2024-30080, carries a CVSS score of 9.8 and could allow attackers to completely take over servers through remote code execution, RCE. If you understood any of what I just said, then please contact the RCMP ASAP. They need a new head of their cybercrime division. And while the aforementioned was going on, let's not forget the massive Google leak that exposed search algorithm mysteries. vulnerability in Apple's location services exposing privacy risks, YouTube's surge in phishing and deepfake scams, malware disguised as popular apps targeting Android users. And that was only the tip of the iceberg. Please be aware, the fact that we are reporting this now means all these cyber crimes have already taken place for many months already. It's ironic that we somehow rely on our governments to protect us from cyber crime when we no longer trust them with anything else. This is appalling news, and that's the way it is.